All right, so we just got done seeing Den of Thieves Pantera, and it was excellent. It There was a lot of different interweaving characters. Plot lines would appear and come, and it was all very natural. The movie was never trying to. It was never trying to feed you information. There was like one little line of exposition at the beginning, and it turned into like a little funny moment. There's some good comedy throughout, but it was mostly just very, very natural. You could see the characters saying the things in these scenes, and it's not trying to be funny, but it's letting the natural funny bits come through. It was a really interesting story to see how it unfolded. I never really watched the trailer for this too much, so I gotta wonder how much of this story is in the trailer, because I mean the first act is really all about setting up, the characters, and it's really moving everything around, positioning characters, setting up the story, and I just hope the trailer does not give away where the story goes and the decisions made by the characters and things like that. I thought it was really interesting in that regards. The story itself, it's a character piece. There's very little action. I don't know if a gun is really fired until like the last 30 minutes, maybe. A solid hour and a half is basically all the characters and all the plots and all the pieces of the movie, on the chessboard, moving and getting into position. And there's the big crime that's going to happen, the big heist, and it's all being set up throughout. And yeah, there is some action at the end, but it's really strange how there's not that much action as far as at least gunfights go. It's nowhere near the first when it comes to that, but I don't care. I was thoroughly engaged with the characters and the story the entire time, and whether the action that did happen in it, whether that was there or not, would not have changed my opinion on this at all. I had a great time. I thought it was really well written, well shot, acted. I mean, it's a top-notch, crime heist film. Because like I said, there's not much action. There's more comedy than action, and there's not that much comedy in it. But when there is comedy, it works. By the time you get to the third act, you know that it still could play out in multiple different ways, and you're just wondering how it's going to do it. I highly suggest seeing this. As far as they always say about, January is jumping around, I don't know, usually there's always one January movie that is actually really rather good. It'll be interesting to, 51 weeks from now, when it gets to the end of the year, could this movie be in my top 10? It very well could be. It's a really good film. Speaking of my top 10, of course I always like to, be like everyone else and have like a top 10 worst of the year, top 10 best of the year, and some people are even doing like the top 10 surprises of the year or whatnot. I still got a few things to watch. So I'll be getting into that soon, but this is easily my favorite movie of 2025 so far. But I'll catch you in the next one.